Some people think the great axe is a brain-dead weapon, an unskillful amateur-hour face-roll option of weaponry. You wanna know what I think? I see a great axe. A full-size 4x4 Jeep Wrangler Transforma Giga Chad Alpha Male. We're not just spinning to win, we're out here mowing the grass of the battlefield, chopping down every peasant in sight, and weed whacking like we're getting paid for it. So the next time you pick up a great axe, just know you're not just choosing a weapon, you're choosing a goddamn lifestyle. Welcome to the Great Axe Club. Welcome to Scripted Gaming. Hey you guys, welcome back to another Albion Online video. I hope you've all been doing well and are excited for more Axe PvP content. Before we jump into the video, I wanted to invite you all to join in on next week's giveaway. I'll be giving away a Tier 7 Saddled Swamp Dragon to one lucky winner. To sign up, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your in-game name in the comments below. I'll be announcing the winner in next Sunday's video, so stay tuned for that. I wish you all the best of luck, and have fun. Also, if you're a fan of axes and Albion Online, or would like to learn more, I would love to invite you to our Great Axe Club community Discord, where we talk about all things Albion Online. I'll be leaving a link to the Discord in the video description below, so I hope to see you in there. And now for this week's video. Axe PvP in 2022. I get a lot of people asking about axes in PvP, wondering what kind of content they're used for, what kind of builds you can run, and generally if axes are any good. Which leads us to the main question, are axes worth playing in 2022? For me personally, the answer is yes, 100%. But for you, it depends on a variety of things. So for this video, we're going to see if axes are your kind of weapon, and if you should try them out. Either way, I hope you find this video helpful. If you end up liking the video, I would love it if you gave it a like and subscribe to the channel, as we upload new videos every Sunday. But without further ado, let's get into the video. The first section I want to cover is the axe playstyle. Although there's a couple different ways you can play, the classic role of an axe player is a frontline bruiser. Next to the main tanks, axe players are the ones charging in, applying bleeds to the enemy groups, and landing big AoE damage with their E abilities. Axes can apply a great amount of pressure, not only with their damage, but with their healing debuffs they can apply by spreading their bleeds. These debuffs are a nightmare for enemy healers and can be the deciding factor for scoring the kill in a fight. Although all axes offer these perks, the nice thing about this weapon tree is that they all offer a slightly different playstyle, which makes axes a flexible weapon choice. If you want to be an unstoppable killing machine rolling over the enemy, no problem, you have the great axe. Or how about an axe-throwing maniac with amazing self-healing? Sure thing, just try out the battle axe. If that's not your thing, how about jumping through the air like a ninja with amazing burst damage? For this, we have the bear paws. Or one of my new personal favorites, how about turning green and going Hulk smash on groups of enemies? This is done with the Realm Breaker. My point is, there's a lot of different playstyles to be used with the axes. So if you're a melee player looking for a flexible weapon tree, this is the first sign that axes are meant for you. The next section I'd like to cover is weapon progression. As you all know, leveling a weapon tree is important to use higher item level gear and to unlock the new abilities. But for some weapon trees, the new abilities don't really offer much to the player. Instead, the playstyle of the weapon doesn't really change, and the player is left using the same abilities they used when they first started using the weapon. But when it comes to axes, the progression of leveling the weapon actually feels rewarding. Each ability you unlock has a purpose and can be used in different scenarios. Let's take Raging Blades for example, which is unlocked at level 70. While the axe tree has a lot of great W abilities, Raging Blades becomes the best AoE ability once unlocked. The swirling blades deal magical damage and increase your overall damage done, making it a great ability that's worth unlocking. Another great example is Rending Rage, which is unlocked at level 85. This takes your Q ability to a whole new level, giving you 3 charges of damage and allowing you to jump and root enemies on impact. This was personally a big game changer for me and reinvented the way I use axes. Overall, when it comes to abilities, there is no one size fits all. Each ability has its place, and you'll likely be switching between them depending on what kind of content you play. So if you like to feel a sense of progression with unique unlockable abilities, this is the second sign that axes are for you. For our third section, let's talk about what type of content an axe player shines in. To summarize it, axes perform well in any group PvP content. Whether if it's small scale PvP to large scale PvP, every group is going to want to have an axe player in their group. With that said, you'll be able to do a lot of different content with the axe weaponry. You can participate in faction warfare or ZVZ if you wanted to join a guild that does that kind of thing. General open world PvP, whether you're grouped up or a solo player, certain axes are great in taking fights and escaping the dangers of the Black Zone. The arena, which will be the best form of PvP to practice your skills and learn how to use the axes in a low risk environment. Hellgates, which can be done in a group of 2, 5, or 10. So if you have a group of friends or guildies you play with, this would be a great way to try out a more competitive environment. And Corrupt the Dungeons. While only certain axes are viable in this 1 vs 1 format, it's not impossible to get kills and climb the infamy ladder. But we'll talk more about this later. So as you can see, axes can be used in a wide range of PvP content. So if you like to spice things up and play a little bit of everything, this is the third sign that axes are for you. For our fourth section, let's talk about the cost of playing axes. I know for a lot of people, silver is a concern when choosing what builds to run, but luckily most axes ranging from tier 4 to 5 are relatively cheap and can be complemented with cheap builds as well. This is great for newer players or anyone looking to try out axes, as the initial investment is very cheap. So I've given you 4 reasons why axes might be for you. But to remain unbiased, I'll give you a couple reasons why axes might not be for you. The first reason you might not want to play axes is because axes are not exactly a meta weapon in Corrupted Dungeons. In a 1v1 situation, some axes' E abilities are fairly easy to counter and have a long cooldown. This makes it hard for axe players to score kills and climb the infamy ladder quickly. Now, this doesn't mean you can't use axes in Corrupted Dungeons. In fact, I have a lot of fun using them and managed to win with certain builds. So if you're looking to have a good time, then by all means, play what you enjoy. But if you're looking for a Corrupted Dungeon meta weapon, then axes might not be for you. The other reason you might not want to play axes is the cost of these 2 weapons, the Bear Paws and the Realm Breaker. These 2 axes are both very fun to play, with the Bear Paws actually being one of the strongest axes in the weapon tree. So if you're a new player, these axes might be off the table until you have a little more silver. But lucky for you, we do have a couple silver farming videos that can help you afford weapons like these. And that's it. Those are my key points as to why axes are worth playing in 2022. The rest of the video will show you some of the PvP and crazy fights you can participate in when using axes. For those who are still watching, I want to thank you all so much for sticking around, and I'll be back next Sunday. Remember to sign up for the giveaway, take care, and I'll see you next time.
Taking the world, you'll see they'll be caught